Welcome back, fans, to the Coach's Corner here on the campus of West Virginia State University. I'm your host, Lee France. Fans, now it's time to meet Yellow Jackets wide receiver Ben Kearse. Ben, welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Ben, we're going to start first of all. I do this with all the first-time guests on the show. And just tell me a little bit about yourself, where you come from in the world, and how you wound up finding West Virginia State.
I'm originally from Miami, Florida, Liberty City area. I played high school football at Miami Central Senior High School. I was recruited to a junior college right outside of Fresno, a little bit from Los Angeles. Played there 2 years, and Coach Monroe gave me a call and recruited me, and I ended up here as a Yellow Jacket.
First, talk about your high school experiences. How did your high school career go? Did your team do well? How was that for you?
High school went pretty well. We made it to the playoffs and things like that. We wasn't too much really a passing team, but we had some positive passing yards, stuff like that. But we just couldn't get it together. You know, we was more so of trying to build more than standing for a championship or something like that.
How did you find the junior college out of high school to get started there?
Really, they contacted me. It was just, phone tag, things like that, checking my stats and things like that. They went through my grade point averages and made sure I was eligible to attend their school and things like that. But from there, it was just all she wrote.
And what got you interested, if you can recall, or how long have you been in football? Has it been since Pee Wee leagues, things like that?
Yeah, I've been playing football since I was at the age of 6 years old for the Little League in Kearse City Optimist Chiefs or whatnot. So it's been like my heart, my dream since I was 6 years old.
What is it, if there's anything you can think of that you could put your finger on about the game of football that keeps you coming back? Why do you love the game, I guess, so much?
It's always something to learn, and it's always something to just fulfill your enjoyment of it. It's always you right when you think you know everything or you think you can't get no better, you come to a new coaches or a new team and you're learning more and you're getting better than you ever were. So it's always just to get better or learn whatever I can learn.
Talk about the cultural differences that you've had to face just in a few years. You go out to the left coast there, play in California, from Florida, and then you come here to West Virginia. What has that been like for you over the past couple of years?
It's been crazy, but for the most part, it's football. X's and O's is going to always be X's and O's everywhere. I'm just thankful to always be on a team with a positive environment and a strong base coaching staff. And from there on, I'm just a player for them after that.
What were your expectations when you were recruited by this coaching staff to make that jump from junior college here to Division II?
I just wanted to come in and be a part of the team and help it as my role. Whatever my role was, I just wanted to come in and do my role to the best I could, and whatever happens after that happens. I just wanted to be a team player, and whatever I can do when my number's called, do it.
You are just 3 games into the season, but the team is 0-3, got off to a rocky start. What are your thoughts about that start, and how can it be corrected?
As far as the record, 0-3, I just think we're getting together. We're going to keep working hard. I believe in the team. We got some good things, little things that we have to fix. We're just going to keep working hard. Coach is still behind us. That's all that matters. We just keep working hard and everything else will take care of itself.
You had a big game against Virginia State, second game in. Your number was called quite a bit, a lot of catches, a lot of yards. Talk about that game, if you will, and again, that's looking back to week 2, but how big that was for your confidence.
I didn't even realize how much I was doing in the game to after the fact the game had already passed, but I was just, like I told you, I was just trying to be a team player whenever my number's called, and just I just tried to make a play whenever my name was called. That's all that was, you know.
Exactly, and now you've got the tandem already established here of Jermaine King and Landon Johnson, who we'll talk to here in a moment. But talk about what those two guys have meant to your game coming to West Virginia State.
Great. I mean, just amazing, you know, to come into an organization like this behind a guy from the name of Ocho, known as Jermaine King or Landon Johnson. They're just so competitive. Us three, you know, they came in, they took me in as a little brother. You know, they told me the ins and outs about the program. You know, it's just like just looking up to them as I'm like a little brother in the eyes of those. And, you know, I'm thankful to be on the team with them. I learn anything I have questions with. It's no problem. They're always there to answer. Anything I mess up on, they're there to correct it. So, I mean, it's just looking up to a big brother aspect on the team out there on the field.
I know you probably deal with Coach Monroe certainly as the head coach, but Coach Kip Shaw probably means a lot to you, his offensive schemes and things like that. If you would, just tell me what you've learned or picked up from Coach Shaw.
Coach Shaw is a great man, you know. At the end of the day, you know, he's going to teach you about football and in life, about becoming a better man. At the end of the day, when football's over, you know, it's still life out there, you know, and it's not always about what you do on the football field, but what you do in life as well. So I respect Coach as a coach, but more so I respect Coach as a man, and it's an honor to play with him and for him.
And then your thoughts about Coach Monroe being the head coach. What is your first impressions of him, and then how has he led the team in these 3 weeks?
Coach Monroe is just cool, man. He's just one of those cool coaches, man. You know, there's nothing you can't go to him about. You know, it's nothing that he can't help you with. You know, it's any problem, any worries, anything. Like, you know, he's going to coach when he coaches, and he's going to mentor when he mentors, you know. So everything just works out for the best out there. We have a great head coach and an astonishing offensive coordinator. The whole coaching staff is just great.
So it's just a matter now of putting it all together for this team. And a win, I know, is a big deal. You got to go against a good Concord team. Tell me about your thoughts coming into your first home game here at Lakin Field.
Get ready for the show, man. We've been working hard. We had an off week. We was working hard. The Coach Shaw and Coach Monroe, they really been pushing us. Just get ready to see a new team. You know, we go out there and we work in and out, day in and day out. It's a new game, new team. Just get ready for that. That's all I could tell you.
The rivalry between the University of Charleston and West Virginia State, I'm sure people told you that it was pretty heavy. You got to experience that a couple of weeks ago. What were your thoughts on that?
Great experience. That's college football. That's what you want. A crowd like that and a game like that, you can't complain too much about that.
Do you worry when your team isn't able, though, to generate offense and you put a goose egg up on the board? I know that can't help your confidence.
I mean, you just got to go back to the drawing boards and go back to the laboratory and work it out, all the kinks and knots out, and get ready for next week. Coach always taught us don't dwell on the past or whatever. That game's over and it's done with. You live and you learn. Now it's time to get ready for the next week.
That's right, and next week it is Concord, and Concord 1 o'clock kickoff at Lakin Field coming up again this weekend, Saturday. We'll come right back after this short timeout, and we'll catch up with Landon Johnson, a wide receiver. He's our next guest here on the Coach's Corner.